sometimes they're not trying to get closer to you emotionally, they're trying to get closer to you physically, and the strange part is they may never say it directly. Instead, their body starts revealing what their mouth is trying to hide. Maybe you've noticed them holding eye contact a little too long. Maybe they find excuses to stand unusually close, or maybe every conversation somehow becomes just a little more intense. But here's where it gets interesting. One sign by itself means almost nothing. It's the pattern that exposes the attraction. And the seventh sign is the one most people completely misunderstand. The first sign is their eye contact changes when you're physically close. Not normal eye contact, you know the difference? They look at your eyes, then briefly look somewhere else, and quickly return to your eyes. Sometimes they seem almost distracted by you. You might be talking about something completely ordinary, but their attention doesn't feel ordinary anymore. And if this happens repeatedly, especially when you're standing close together, it can suggest that they're experiencing physical attraction. But don't stop there, because some people are naturally intense with eye contact. The second sign is much harder to fake. They repeatedly create reasons to be physically near you. Suddenly they're sitting beside you, standing closer than necessary, walking next to you when there's plenty of space. Maybe they lean toward you when you speak, even though they can hear you perfectly well. And notice something important. It's not about one accidental moment, it's about repetition. If they constantly seem to find their way into your physical space, there may be more happening beneath the surface. But there's an even more revealing clue. They become unusually aware of your body language. You adjust your hair. They notice you change your posture. They notice you move closer. Their attention suddenly becomes sharper. It can feel like they're quietly studying you without wanting you to realize they're doing it. And that leads to the third sign. Their body starts mirroring yours. You lean forward, they lean forward, you slow down, they slow down, you cross your arms. A moment later, they do something similar. Mirroring can happen unconsciously when someone feels connected or highly engaged with another person. But when it appears alongside prolonged eye contact and repeated attempts to stay physically close, the pattern becomes much more interesting. And then comes a sign people often mistake for nervousness. They suddenly become more self-conscious around you. They fix their hair, straighten their clothes, check their appearance, adjust their sleeves, change their posture. It's almost as if your presence suddenly reminds them, how do I look right now? That tiny shift can reveal something powerful. Because when someone becomes unusually aware of how they appear around you, your opinion of their appearance may matter more than they want to admit. But there's still one question. How do you know whether this is attraction or simply friendliness? That's where the fifth sign matters. They create little moments of physical tension, a hug that lasts slightly longer, a hand that stays for an extra second, standing close enough that neither person immediately moves away. A playful touch that seems unnecessary. The important part isn't the touch itself, it's what happens after. Do they suddenly become quiet? Do they hold eye contact? Do they smile differently? Do they seem nervous? Because sometimes the reaction after the moment reveals more than the moment itself. And then there's the sixth sign. Their conversations start carrying a different kind of energy. They may tease you more, make playful comments about attraction, ask subtle questions about your dating life, want to know who you're attracted to, or become unusually curious about whether you're seeing someone. They're not necessarily asking because they need information. Sometimes they're testing the possibility, trying to figure out whether the door is already open. But the final sign is the one that puts everything together. Their behavior changes when there's a possibility of being alone with you. Think about it. Around other people, they act completely normal. But when everyone leaves, their voice changes, the conversation becomes slower, the eye contact becomes stronger, they stay instead of finding an excuse to leave. and suddenly the atmosphere feels different. That difference matters because physical attraction usually isn't revealed by one dramatic move. It leaks out through dozens of tiny decisions: where they stand, how long they look, how close they stay, how they react when you move closer, and whether they keep creating opportunities for private, intimate moments. But here's the most important truth: none of these signs proves that someone wants you physically. People have different personalities, boundaries, cultures, and comfort levels. The only reliable way to know is through clear communication and mutual consent. Because attraction isn't about decoding someone like a puzzle. It's about noticing the signals and then respecting what they actually communicate. So if someone seems unusually drawn to your presence, don't obsess over one glance or one touch. Look for the pattern. Because sometimes the strongest sign isn't what they do when they're attracted to you, it's whether they feel safe enough to tell you. And if you've ever experienced that confusing moment where you couldn't tell whether someone was genuinely attracted to you or simply being friendly, you already know how difficult those signals can be to read. Tell me in the comments what sign you've noticed before. And if you want more psychology that explains the hidden patterns behind human attraction and behavior, subscribe.